Postal here. Thank you for joining me. Today we're doing something a little different. This is actually a game from like a month ago, more than a month ago. I don't even know. Was hoping to post it sooner, but with everything going on, I just wasn't able to. So I'm doing the voiceover now rather than later. You might be saying to yourself, well, this doesn't really look like a normal Postal kind of plane. I mean, it definitely is not. I'm in the Pe-2 M-82. This is the, besides the Su-10, this is the furthest I've gotten on the bomber line for the Soviets. And we're just kind of doing our daily grind. I am flighted up with one of my followers, one of my friends. This is Lego Boy. He is in his Key 102, and so we're kind of splitting duties. I'm pretty sure I probably had some sort of mission I was supposed to be doing. I don't know. I really don't remember the context of the battle and why we were in this particular plane. So those of you that are actually good at this plane are going to be able to critique the crap out of me. I don't play bombers very often at all, and the ones I do play aren't dive bombers like this. So we're certainly doing it a little bit differently. Alright, so what is this plane? You have a whopping 4 bombs. But a little bit more flexibility than you would in some of the other bombers. It's kind of funny. The Soviet bombers are kind of like the German ground attack planes. At least at the mid-tiers, I've noticed. You've got some flexibility in maneuverability. You've got some flexibility in your air-to-air capabilities. You don't really have that flexibility on the American and German bombers. So I'm just trying to get some cheeky hits in here. Waiting for our bombs to reload. Our bombs have reloaded. Looking at this game right now, I know I'm already too low, but I think in battle, yeah, just stupid crap. Dropping my bombs relatively central. Hopefully central enough. Ooh, this is not good. Definitely not good. I'm using my angling skills. Definitely that pitch up, pitch down. When you are on your rear gunner can save you, and there's a prime example of that. Let's see, did I really jack up my bomb drop on this center location? Yes, I did. Obviously, I thought somebody was coming in behind me. But the reality is somebody was actually coming in front of me. Probably dead here in just a second. I'm definitely dead here in just a second. Human specialized bow fighter is just going to tear me up no matter how much wiggling I do. Yeah, so couldn't even get that sector. Pretty disappointing. Our friend in the Key 102 though, he captured up north, so at least he's doing his job. I definitely need to get better with my accuracy of my bombs. Typically, I notice the best success when you try to drop them, like almost as soon as it turns yellow, or as soon as, like just a little bit before you would think you would. I noticed that a lot of bombs tend to kind of they skip over the target. Could also be the way that I'm aiming them. That could be causing those kind of issues too. So we're back in the battle here. We're doing our cheeky, get a couple shots in. Who knows if that'll help or not. And we're going to see if we can get some bombs dropped here. So we're angling down. I think this would help with the accuracy, right? Still angling down. What is going on here? Probably drop a bomb here anyway, just for shiggles, right? Bomb dropped. One more. Oh, we flipped it. So we'll reset our bombs here, and we're going to move along. So, being in a bomber, and I'm really, really low, I'm not going to go towards that cluster that's on the map. Something that I've really been mentioning a lot in my streams, and I really just want to mention often as possible, you need to pay attention to the map. I really need to come out with a video that's just on like basic strats. Not paying attention to the map is going to get you killed, right? I would have just kept going straight. But that's just a very finite example. You need to know what you're good against and what you're not good against. And a bomber, really not the best at being self-sufficient. That bomb almost certainly missed. That second bomb was like absolutely terrible. The first one was spot on. The second one I was drunk. I don't even know. Instantly not drunk again. Man, the second and fourth bomb drop. But we still got the sector. That's awesome. So we're up 4 sectors to 1. We're down on the points, but we are doing our job. We're trying to avoid confrontation because you're in a bomber, and although you can win some confrontations, there's no guarantee to it, especially versus heavies, especially versus human heavies, and especially versus specialized human heavies. Bombers just get chewed up by that kind of situation. So rather than putting myself into a bad situation, I was able to avoid that sector, and we just got 4 sectors capped. So now this is the last sector to cap. Conceivably, looking at the enemy sectors, or I'm sorry, our friendly sectors, we could have gone for one of the sectors that was going to be shipping soon, but we just decided to head on over here. Try to get this guy. Can I get him with my rear gunner? I should be able to do a pretty decent amount of damage. Maybe not get the kill, but I definitely don't want him behind me, Alright, so gone ahead and moved ourselves into this sector. Let's get our bombs actually dropped. That didn't look so good, but we'll see what we do. Came in at a bad angle, spent way too much time on that hurricane. There, a little bit off as well. Considering I've got no more bombs or no more sectors to drop onto, just focusing on my rear gunner here. Again, a lot of angling. I'm paying attention to the direction that the enemies are headed, the air defense aircraft are headed, and I'm trying to angle myself appropriately. I'm really down low, which I don't like doing, and it doesn't really look like there's any sectors to take over here. I mean, sections to take over here. I don't know why I dropped a bomb there. Apparently I thought it was something that needed to be taken care of there. Clearly, I don't know what. Alright, so angling down here. Definitely need to, even just an air defense aircraft is going to be kicking our butt, right? We need our rear gunner. And now we're in a lot of trouble because now there's a squall line. So, shoot. We're down 3 sectors to 2. We are in a world of hurt here. Let's get the engine back. Trying to get this rear gunner. Trying to turn a little bit more. Good, he's turned away. Let's go ahead and get ourselves back on the forward gunner. And maybe we can flip this sector, this invincible sector. Maybe not. What am I deciding to do here? Should we consider garrison, I guess? Yeah, that would make sense. Looking at the map, there's a bunch of enemies at the airbase over there. There's only one friendly, and getting myself stuck in there would probably be detrimental. Although now we're down 4 sectors to 1. So, me not capping that sector and not doing anything else has definitely had a negative impact on this battle. Although we're barely ahead, them having all those extra sectors is going to put them in the lead pretty quickly. So we need to capture some sectors, and we need to capture them quickly. We're going to head over here, see if we can get this sector that just doesn't seem to want to flip. Really annoying, come on. This is why in bombers, it's like, go faster. But if they went too fast, then they'd be overpowered. F-131. Anyway. So let's go ahead and get these bombs dropped. Are the 4 of these drops good enough? Get in here, get on my tail gunner. Alright. Right near me. Just keep on moving. Excuse me, dang it. Alright, got this sector, but unfortunately they captured a sector. So they've been up 4 sectors to 1 for a while. Now they're up 3 sectors to 1, 3 sectors to 2. We finally got 3 sectors of our own, but I think they're... Shoot. Are we going to be able... We need to get this other sector. We need to go, and we need to go quickly. The, our friendly is going forward as well. He's going to try to cap that. I think, if I remember correctly, he's trying to get some of those aircraft knocked out. And I believe exactly right now is when I told him, I can cap that garrison, you go kill those people, stop them basically from capping the other sector. And I specifically remember right here telling him, shoot, it's too late. I mean, they might cap that sector soon anyway, but even if we capture this sector, I think we're going to lose. I'm going to try to cap it. That's all I can really do. But we're desperately running out of time.
This is our last chance.
So let's try to get this sector. We don't have time. Like, we just have to take it on the chin. Whatever happens, if I get an air defense aircraft behind me knocking at me out. There we go. That was going to be bad aiming. I just got to take it. I got to cap this sector. Shoot, I'm looking at the freaking capture points here. We're super running out of time. I can't cap this sector. Crap. Oh, well. Well, we got airwolves here. Wait a minute, we got a victory? Wait, Hungry Pack, airwolves, got Thunderer right there at the end. The game's not loading here. I didn't only have 8,000 personal points. Let's head back and see what the heck actually happened here. I cannot tell you how stunned I was coming back and realizing, because I didn't actually realize we had the victory when I first played the game until now. I'm like, wait a minute. Wait, we actually won that? I thought we lost it, and that's why it was having like that spasm at the end. The fact of the matter is, Lego Boy killed all the people over there, and that was all the people. So taking out all those pilots won us the game. I don't think, I'm almost positive, even re-looking at the battle, we would not have been able to win this without him taking out those people. Even if I got that sector, I think it just would have been too late. It would have been really close, but I think it would have been too late. So definite kudos to Lego. Taking the key 102. Wish we had some of his perspective on this. You got to watch me kind of meander around and hopefully see what I'm screwing up on, and maybe you guys can give me some pointers. But this is one of those battles where a lot of little things led to the win, right? Just from my perspective, going to the sectors where I can be effective, you know, hopefully flipping those, although if I was better at the game, it wouldn't have been nearly this closer. If I could speak English. But taking the steps to be able to at least cap the sectors that I could, avoiding confrontations when I could, and then us having our conversation that we had in the game, you know, sending him to one sector to be effective and me to a different sector to be effective. Sometimes you need to split up, even if you're in a flight. Sometimes you definitely need to support each other. You know, that's half the perk of being in a flight. You are doubling, or more than doubling, typically, your chances of winning a battle. But that communication at the end, determining what was going to be the best chance of a positive outcome, and then, you know, just that and, you know, Lego's skill set won us that game. So yeah, a pretty decent result for me. We had a freaking bot that got 0 points. Oh, I guess so did they. The game itself, as far as from my perspective, is just kind of meandering around, trying to be effective, trying not to be a detriment. But it's the little things sometimes that can put you over the top. And the fact of the matter is, I've been running into a lot of people in EU and on NA that they get their ass handed to them once or twice in a battle, and they're just like, I'm out. And I don't... that frustrates me more than anything. And not because it skews the battle results, but because you're not going to get better at the game unless you're in those kind of situations and at least try to get yourself out of it. You might not get yourself out of it, but I can tell you that I've been in bad situations and screwed up and learned from those, so that when I'm in a bad situation like this, I can say, okay, wait a minute, we should not both be going to this garrison, we need to split up. Or telling myself, okay, I'm going to avoid this sector because I know the bow fighter is going to go over there and just melt me down. You're not going to learn that, or at least you're not going to learn it nearly as quickly if you're just quitting battles. So this battle in itself is a prime example of why you would want to keep trying in the battle. Try something different. If something's not working, do something different. Don't keep going to the sector where that turn fighter is that's just going to kill you. if you're in a plane that can't handle that. If you know that there's a super fast heavy fighter on the enemy team, try to determine where he's going. Try to avoid confrontations that are built around his speed. Put yourself in confrontations that are built around your strengths. And if you're focusing on your strengths and focusing on avoiding an enemy's strengths, you're going to have a leg up in the battle. So that's why I wanted to post this video. Again, it wasn't the best just bomber battle by any means. I think the more impactful thing of this battle is the steps that you take to win a battle, even though you're not necessarily good in the plane that you're at. Communicating with the people, whether you're in a flight or not, you can still communicate with the people. Communicate with the enemy, with the pilots that you have, and try to do the best. Learn from your mistakes. Try something different. See how well it works out for you. So, I hope this was helpful for everybody. I really enjoy these types of battles that we probably shouldn't have won. I'm quite sure that the enemy team was annoyed, and that's okay. And I hope you enjoyed the battle. Have a great day. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye.